Alright, so here today we finally have the ranking for the one and only Moran. We're going to be checking around, seeing where she placed. This is a character that I just didn't get to test out. First off, because mainly I didn't summon for her, and second off, I didn't really think she was going to shine per se. So I left my review. Again, this Bolt and Leona. I didn't really like the review out for it because again, it's just both characters we understood. One character serves the purpose for shotgun meta, which Privity was supposed to handle, and now we know that limited Privity is not going to paywall or sort of gate that entire shotgun meta, which is very good. So again, now that's something that I can test later on and show you where they kind of shine. For this character over here, more a PvP character in my opinion. Today we're going to find out where she ranked, how she handled, and if she was a good character or you're missing out. Today let's hop into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. This is the review for Moran. Yeah, so we have the review and guide out. Let's check the tier list first. They also revamped an insane amount of stuff with this tier list, right? They officially added a low deficit, high deficit. They revamped a lot of the stuff over here. Did they say this in changelog? So yeah, they do 130. So added Moran to the tier list, reworked the story early tier list into story low deficit, updated the definitions and adjusted the ratings to match them. Guillotine has moved up from C tier to A tier in early. Our previous placement for Guillotine was low because we were expecting a strict team restriction due to her damage being reliant on low HP. We also concluded that her self-damaging abilities would only make herself more vulnerable and harder to use. However, there were issues the issues were not as severe as we thought, and she has or had been seeing tons of usage in the Legion Tower thanks to MG reliable core hit accuracy. She may not compete with other DPSs, but is a strong alternative regardless. Roppy got dropped to B tier. Nero got dropped to B tier. Her tankiness is truly useful in some circumstances. However, when there are many opponents, she can get overwhelmed pretty quickly. That's it. That's true. Moving forward, Ludmilla got dropped to B. Miranda got upped to A. While Miranda is limited to buffing the attack of one character at a time, it's still better than nothing. So there is that. Guilty dropped to A tier. A unit who falls victim to her weapon's poor range and accuracy, we toned down a little because there are better B2 units to use, especially ones providing utility. Yeah, okay. Rupee dropped SS to S. We simply have better B2 units now. A2 got upped to SS. Her constant AoE ability. Yeah, that was definitely what I thought. I don't know why she was even S originally. In early content, she was just destroying, so I had no idea why she was low there, but now they changed that. Okay. Senti is dropped from SSS to triple S to double S. It's time for our trusty builder to retire. For long, she has been by our side. Now she will be able to get plenty of rest, aka power correct by Tia Naga and Blanc Noir. Okay, Scarlet Black Shadow got upped. Look at that. Oh, I wonder. Double S to triple S with the addition of overclock and recent tier list rework highlighting the variable influence of stat penalty on various units. We have to raise the rating of Scarlet Black Shadow to SSS and low CP deficit tier list to better reflect her incredible performance and ease of use in campaign-like stages, which has been thoroughly proven in simulation overclock. The reason is better, or it's because SPS's main problem with reduced base attack is her inability to kill enemies in time with distributed damage. This should be absent in battles where CP deficit is around 50% or less. Tia went up to triple S meta, period, and Naga triple S. I'm shocked they weren't triple S before, but okay. Moving forward, added Leona to the tier list back then, so that's old actually. Never mind, we don't care about that. So that's the updates. So a lot of kind of revamps there. But story high deficit, where is Moran? She's an A tier character, so A tier for story high deficit, which is not bad, right? Definitely decent for most things. Again, when private ranks things, they rank it on triple S, so not reaching S is kind of sucky in a way. But again, characters like Mary exist and other characters that kind of fall in A that aren't bad to be example, right? So that's there. Low deficit, she drops to B tier. Okay, so yeah, don't really need a tank, kind of need to just clear fast, so I guess that's okay. So B tier for that. Boss solo should be S. A. Maybe boss additional targets? No. Okay, so she's in both. I didn't see much talk about her. Honestly, most of the community didn't really rate her that high. I've seen JPK tier list place her at S, but beyond that, I've seen most people kind of say they're around like the same consensus. She's not like the best of the best characters, but she isn't like terrible, right? It's just for the most part, people don't really like using her. Like she can tank. She does okay at tanking. I don't know. It's situational. When we have like a solar boss, she could definitely excel. But it's again situational on bosses. And again, I don't have like the biggest experience with this character. I've just seen a lot of sort of people talking about her, and for the most part, it's just underwhelming. They're like, you know, works how it works when it works, but I always don't need it to work, nor do I need it to kind of operate. You know, that's kind of there. But I expect her to be a PvP character, which let's find out right now. She is... Oh my god. I scrolled past her, didn't I? There's no way she's down. Yeah, she's not down here. Where is she? Oh, she's double S. That's why I scrolled too fast. Could you imagine? Yo, she's double S for PvP, which is where we expected her to work. We expected her to work there. I still work for her, or expect her to kind of work situationally in content such as boss and whatnot. But yeah, she's not like the best of the characters. She's definitely like, you know, she's up there. It's just, you know, it's what the biggest thing is when it's, you know, you're dealing with too much damage and whatnot. Moran doesn't do well. She doesn't excel. That's what happens. So I understand why they did it, and I understand because the people that were kind of testing her also came to the conclusion she just doesn't help. And a lot of the parts, her tankiness is there, but it's just not enough. Respectable tanking ability, great pair for Guillotine and PvE because she has no heal, possesses long taunts, synergizes well with Biscuit in PvP, soft counter to AoE in PvP, last bullet taunt is controllable, lifesteal with Essenesis buff allows her to recover some HP back, HP hack. Does that say has what allows her to recover some HP back, I think. Cannot cover during burst skill. Yeah. Can die to one shot if an opponent Rapture or Nikke in PvP does enough damage to reduce her HP from 20 to 0 instantly. That's a thing. I've seen that where it doesn't kick off and she just dies. So that's there. Low burst gen hurts PvP team building. Her protection is damage reduction, not healing like Noise. So she might not be able to protect your team from constant AoE. Then damage is below expectation, making her life still underwhelming too. That's what I also have seen. So a lot of that points are correct. But yeah, A tier's not bad. If you want to pull from Moran, pull from Moran. I'm just hoping that A gets at least one S tier. But I'm coping. I think I'm coping way too hard for that. Privity, though, I think we'll get a single S tier or two. Because she does have shotgun meta backing her. And that's pretty, you know, with her, it's going to be pretty solid, I think. I hope. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's where it currently ranks for Moran here. I don't really disagree because, again, that's kind of the sentiment that I've seen. Most people were just depressed. So that's kind of where it stands. That's kind of where it stands. But let me know what you think about all of this here. And that's basically the video. Just wanted to go over the changes. It does seem pretty good for the most part. Funny enough, they didn't up her over here. Scarlet Black Shadow. She still remains S tier. Where is she? Right here. Which, you know, again, I still don't argue this. High deficit. I don't know. She worked for me when I was like much below, but we're not going to reopen that topic. We moved on from that topic. The topic has died. We have progressed and we're done with that bullcrap. All right. So for the most part, let me know what you think. Do you agree with the tier list? Do you disagree with the tier list? That is currently where Moran stands. And yeah, what you're going to go for, let me know. But with the recent characters, you've had time to save. So you better not argue if a collaboration pops up. You've had plenty of... Where's Leona? You've had plenty of time to... Where the fudge is Leona? Oh, here. Yeah. You had plenty of time to save. We had a C tier character and then a sort of A tier character. So you've had time, all right? So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, peace, and enjoy. That has been the tier list revamped. And yeah, that's it.